So we were going to start off basically from a patient standpoint because that's actually where everything is going to come together. So we're going to go to the patient portal. It's right on proiv.net. As you can see, we're going to go over to portals. We're going to find patient, and we're going to start there because, as you know, your patients are going to have questions for you. How do I do this? So we're going to register each patient, and you may say, why are they registering? They only have to put this information in once, but they would log in when they are a cash patient, if you have any cash patients. And if you're not sure how cash patients would work, I'll answer those questions at the end. But just know that is why they have this login information. In addition, they would have it in case their insurance information might change and they need to update it. This is a way they would update it for us. So we're going to register and we're going to go to they're going to see this next screen. And it's going to tell them exactly what they need to do. Complete and submit the following forms, and it's all done electronically. They can choose your name if they want to, or if they know of you, and that's how they have received information. That's how marketing ties into bringing more business to your practice. If they don't know your name and they don't pick you as a provider, but you're in Atlanta and they're in Atlanta, we basically will choose whoever's closest to that patient and send them to you. So we're first going to click on the IR form and verification of benefits. This is a form everyone had questions about. So just scrolling through, they're going to put in their name, their phone number, email, if applicable, who's submitting this. If you have someone that is older, cannot access the internet, or anyone that is assisting, you can pick patient's office or patient. We're going to go on and fill out their name, including their social security number. We're going to pick which they think they are interested in, the ProIV base or the elite athlete. That doesn't mean that that's what you have to choose as a provider to have them take. Then we're going to put in their insurance carrier information. Keep scrolling if you wouldn't mind for me. So we're going to put in all that information and keep going. If there's a cash pay option, they choose. They can only pay at this time for one treatment at a time. So then they would submit the form. The form comes to us directly at ProIV, and we start working on their insurance benefits. Are they qualified? So that's where we're doing the legwork. Once we get their information, we would let you know. But we're also going to have them complete the ProV health screening and waiver form, the patient pain, the VAS form, and a questionnaire. All this will be submitted to us, and once you are either selected as their provider or we select you as their provider, then you will get all of these forms in your inbox saying this patient has been approved via United Healthcare for 28 treatments. Please bring them in for their initial consultation. And that's where the telemed side comes in. You guys would then reach out to them however you would do so and evaluate them at that time if they qualify. If you're not part of telemed or not sure what that means, then as a regular practice, you would just be bringing them in, and then we're going to go over to the doctor portal. If you do have questions as we go along, I do have the chat open on the side. You're more than welcome to type in some questions. So we're going to go to provider portal, back at that ProIV form. You again are going to register and put in your information, your NPI and your email. That's all very important to make sure that you do that. And then here we're going to have the forms. It's going to show you what's available. So you don't really have to worry about the first two. Those are already handled for most of you. The provider marketing kit is something that's optional. You can take a look at that at a later time. It just tells you some additional marketing that we can provide you if you're interested in making your office all Pro IV or even a section of it. And we can click on that real briefly and just show you what it is. So it kind of gives you a shipping inventory list of what we would provide for you for the $250. And then you would enter in all of your information. When you hit submit, it'll take you to a credit card payment. And then you would enter in however you want to pay for it. And then it'll be shipped out within 2 to 4 weeks approximately. You'll receive your shipment. And as you notated, it says the 6-foot display comes after the fact. But we're going to get back to the other forms. So medical necessity and prescription. This means you've received an email from us, Pro IV, stating Johnny Appleseed has submitted a form to us either as one of your new patients, existing patients, or someone that just contacted Pro IV themselves, and we're submitting them to you. The Johnny Appleseed now needs you to see if he qualifies for these treatments. So you're going to fill out his information. You're going to read the medical information we sent to you via email about Johnny. And then when you meet with the patient, you're going to determine if it's an elite athlete or a Pro IV base bag based on the information you've collected. And after meeting with them, then you're going to fill in your prescriber information. This is actually the prescription. You can sign it using your mouse or if you are using a tablet, and then submit. You have to put notes in the field, otherwise it will not allow you to continue. Here's the prescription form. You're going to add in all that information. Known allergies, obviously. And then here, this is where it gets, go up a little. Thank you. Please provide the information below. Administer products per volumes and protocol X times per week for X amount of weeks directed by physicians. That's big. So if you want to do twice a week or once a week for 4 weeks, then we need to know that. So we know how many bags we're sending out to you. Okay. Refills, total number of kits. And then you're going to select your provider information and sign it. The reason we have you select your provider information is once we submit it, you guys are receiving an email confirmation. The recommended dosaging depends on the patient and their needs, but currently we are currently for recommended dosaging, it's a 6 to 8 week treatment with the first 4 weeks, the patient receiving treatment every week, once a week. And then for the second month or the next 4 weeks, it's either every other week or it's every 4 weeks. It doesn't necessarily require an office setting. This is all done online. But again, for the telemed physicians, this is something you're just evaluating them the same way you would evaluate them if you were taking your regular intake. Do they qualify? And you're filling this out. Okay, so after we receive these forms, you call Johnny Appleseed again. Hi, it was nice. You meet the requirements. We've received your medication, and you're going to schedule him to come in for the next 6 or 8 weeks, whatever you determine. And then you're going to complete a confirmation of procedure form, which is the last form here. So just as you would from a just as you would in a normal patient. You're going to write medical notes such as 36-year-old male presented with chronic pain from whatever ailments, car accident. Patient was a 7 out of 10, did not make any significant comments during treatment other than he felt a flush or a warmness throughout the body. You're going to put the patient's name, date of birth, date of procedure. You can write a follow-up. We'll follow up in 7 days for treatment number 2, however you want. And then you're going to go down and fill out the provider information, DEA licensing, NPI, and sign it because those are official notes. Now, I know you guys do this on your own within your own EMR systems, but we need it here as well.